Hi guys, it's Nick. Okay, it's now Monday and I thought I'd put together a video. I went out yesterday to a car boot sale and tried to do some filming, but it was a bit of a failed attempt really. The footage I got wasn't that great, but I'm going to stick some of it in towards the end and show you what I got, and then I'm going to do a roundup of the stuff I picked up at the car boot sale. So yeah, that should be interesting. But we've had a bumper weekend of sales. Sales have been fantastic. So I thought I'd show you a few bits. I'm not going to go through everything. There's so much stuff going out. So I've just picked out a few sort of interesting bits, just to give you an idea of what we've been selling. So let me show you some stuff. The Playmobil stuff that I showed you, I don't know, a couple of weeks back now, when I sorted out all the Playmobil, that stuff's been selling really consistently. And I've just sold the train that I showed you in that video for £24.99 with £5.99 recorded delivery on it, and that was this little chap, little battery operated train, and a little circle of track and station platform and a couple of little characters. So there's not a great deal there, but the train stuff just seems to have so much value. So yeah, it's well worth picking up. So that was nice. And the Polly Pocket stuff, again, if you've seen my video where I showed the Polly Pocket stuff, that stuff's been just ticking along really nicely. And I sold another lot from that over the weekend, and it was these. And these aren't even official Polly Pocket. These are like a spin-off of Polly Pocket. No figures, no accessories, just the two little items that I've got there. And like I say, so no figures, no anything, not even Polly Pocket, and they went for £14.99. That's with free shipping, so shipping will come off that. But yeah, dead chuffed with that one. So they're going well. That's that. These sold last night, which was nice. Grab them. These are just a load of used sleeves for collectors' card albums. These fit Pokemon and Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh, that sort of size cards. There's, how many? About 130 used pages. And I got £21, that includes the shipping. Shipping will be, I'm not sure on the way, I don't think it's over 2 kilos, so it'll cost me £2.44 to send that on my Royal Mail account. So yeah, nice money on those. Glad to get rid of them. Yeah, the CDs have been selling fantastically well. Sold loads of the bundles recently. If you remember the video I did about the CDs where I showed you when I was sorting them all out, there was about, I think it was getting on for 1,500 CDs, somewhere between 1,000 and 1,500, and I reckon I probably sold about half of them now. And yeah, over the weekend loads of bundles went, which is fantastic. A few individual ones as well. This one was worth showing. This is a Pet Shop Boys Very album, but it's not the regular edition. They reissued a load of their CDs and called them Further Listening. I don't know if this is going to show up. Pet Shop Boys Further Listening, and they are special editions of the albums with 2 discs in, so you get a bonus disc with unreleased remixes and extra tracks, so you get 2 CDs on them. This should have a cardboard slip sleeve that it slides into, but it was missing that when I picked it up. I got it for 50p. If it had its slip sleeve, you'd be looking at nearer, I think, £20 top end, but without that I thought I was going to struggle, so I put it on at a price I thought was achievable, and it went, but I still got £12.99 for that one. So from 50p, that's pretty good going. So yeah, great band to pick up their stuff, Pet Shop Boys. And a band I really like. I've been listening to Pet Shop Boys stuff since 1987. In fact, the first album I ever bought was the Pet Shop Boys. In 1987 I bought their Actually album. So yeah, I've got everything they've ever done, Pet Shop Boys. So yeah, great little sale, that one. And like I say, the bundles have been ticking along. I bought a couple over just to show you. Enya, I mean, an artist that you'd think, really, does anybody buy this stuff? And individually, her albums are a really tough sell. But I put together 6. Well, I had a bigger bundle of Enya albums that I sold for £20. This is a smaller bundle of 6, and they sold at $15.99 for the 6. So when you think most I'd ever pay for these would be 50p, so that's £3 maximum that would have cost me, and they've gone at 16, but you've got to take the shipping and fees off that, but still great money in it. Another bundle, I wanted to show these because it's Depeche Mode, and this is, in my opinion, the greatest band in the world. Yeah, a bundle of Depeche Mode CDs, some fantastic albums in here. How many was it? 1, 2, 3, 7. So 7 Depeche Mode albums. Again, not a great deal of value at all. They're quite hard to sell on their own because there's just so many out there, and most Depeche Mode fans will already have them anyway. But that bundle of 7 I managed to sell at $19.99. So it just shows the bundling technique is fantastic. Other bundles I've sold recently, I sold a bundle of Celine Dion albums the other day. There was 9 in it, and that went for £20. So it just shows you. What else did I sell? I sold another bundle of Eminem. I sold a bundle of Kylie Minogue albums with a DVD in that as well. Fleetwood Mac bundle went. David Gray, I sold a couple of bundles of his. So yeah, the CDs are selling well. And then last Friday I went through what stock I had of my Jacqueline Wilson books. I know I've mentioned this before. I pick them up whenever I see them, and if they're worth, if they're the right money, I always grab them. The right money really is as cheap as you can possibly get them. I made up 3 lots out of all the Jacqueline Wilson I had. There's this bundle which is all hardbacks, and these top end for really good quality ones like these Sapphire Battersea and Hetty Feather ones, I'll go to 50p on. But usually it's less than that, and quite often you find them in bundles where somebody has been into Jacqueline Wilson and they sell it all off as a go, and then you can get some really good discounts. So probably average on these I pay about 30p or so. I put that bundle together, which has then probably cost me about £4. And where is it? And so what was that? 12, I think 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yeah, and I sold them for, well, with the postage, £20. $12.99 with $6.99 postage on top. It's quite heavy, so they're going to go by courier. Yeah, and costed me about £4. And then I listed 2 different bundles. One hasn't sold yet, but these 2 sold almost straight away. There's only 1 hardback in here, and a load of smaller paperbacks, and some of these tiny little books. These sort of things I pay about 10p for, even less sometimes. You can get them in charity shops sometimes for 10p. So very little cost to me here, probably a couple of pounds maximum. And they've gone for £13 for that. So yeah, Jacqueline Wilson stuff is well worth doing. And that's it for stuff that's going out. Like I say, I just show you a few highlights and a few interesting bits like that. So what I think I'll do is I'll try and edit in the middle section here, the bits of footage that were worth watching from the car boot sale, which isn't much. I really struggled being able to hold my stuff in the trolley and hold the camera and film, plus I need my hands free to look through stuff and rummage through boxes and pick up stuff. So it was really difficult. I need to get either a glasses mounted camera or something that I can strap to me. I don't know, I need to sort something out, but it really didn't work. But I will put together a little compilation coming up after this of the footage I got at the car boot sale, and then I will run through the few bits I got. I didn't get masses, but it was worth popping out. I only really went because I made the charity shop video, and that came out as a really good video, the one where I was in the charity shop finding stuff. So I thought I'd really like to go out and try that at a car boot sale. I wasn't going to go. I'm not really going to the boot sales at the moment. So that was the only reason I was there, and I picked up a fair amount of stock, loads of media stuff. So yeah, after the footage you're about to see of me at the boot sale, I will do a little roundup of the stock I picked up as well. So yeah, hope you enjoy it. Hi YouTube, it's Nick. Right, it's Sunday, it's 10 o'clock, and I'm officially off the wagon when it comes to buying stock, and I thought I'd go out to a boot sale. I really enjoyed making that video in the charity shop, and it came out really well, so I'm going to try and do some filming at a car boot sale. I didn't get up and go to the early one in Hitchin this morning. My sleep pattern's really back to front at the moment, and I was still up at about 3 o'clock in the morning, so there was no way I was going to get up at about 6 or 7 to go to that one. But I thought, because the weather's lovely, I'd try the late one that's over in Stevenage, which starts at 10:30, so I've got to get a move on because I need to go and get some cash out first. So yeah, come along with me and see what I find this morning. Right, back at the car. I've just been in and filled up the trolley once. Yeah, quite a mixed bag of stuff so far. I'll get it in the back of the car and then show you what I've managed to find. Okay, so far, nice selection of PC games, loads of really nice fitness and yoga DVDs. A load of those are sealed. A lot of CDs, a lot of these are sealed as well. Books, some really nice vintage books here. PS1 games. There you go. I've never had this version of Scrabble. It's quite nice. So there you go. Right, I'm going back in. Right, I've just finished going around that boot sale. I filled the trolley up two times, no, about 2.5 times. Yeah, it wasn't bad for an out of season boot sale. It's really cold, it's really blowy. The sun's out, which is nice, so it did bring out a few sellers. But yeah, I did okay. Loads of media stuff. Picked up a nice Kenwood food mixer at the end with loads of blades for a £5, so that was good. And all sorts of other stuff. I might do a bit of a roundup a bit later on. I tried doing a little bit of filming while I was in there, but it's really hard because I just didn't have any hands free to do it, if you see what I mean. But yeah, I'll try and edit some of the footage together and show you some of the footage from inside the boot sale. But yeah, that was that. So not a bad little couple of hours work, and I'm off home to get some dinner. Thanks for watching, guys. Right, okay. So, I hope you enjoyed the footage. What I managed to get wasn't much, but yeah, it was something. I will try and get better footage in the future once I've sorted out a method of filming. But yeah, so let me run through what I picked up. It's mostly media stock and then a few books and a few games. I picked up a load of PC games off a stall and bundled it in with a load of CDs and got the whole lot for a £5. This first stack that I'm going to show you, when I got home yesterday, I put this lot straight onto Amazon. So I'll quickly run through those. This was one of the PC games I got. So this was, well, they were 50p each, and then I bundled a big stack and a load of CDs with it, and got some really good discounts. So probably about 30–40p each I paid on these. I've stuck that one on Amazon already for, I think that was about £12. I've put that on. Another stall, I bought a big pile of yoga and Pilates and Keep Fit DVDs. Some of them are sealed, some of them are imports and really quite specialist stuff. Yeah, so these 4 have gone on Amazon. Sort of, they vary from £5 to £10. I've put those on. I think one of them might have been a bit more. So yeah, they're quite good. They're quite specialist, and some of these are American import ones. And they were on a stall where there was loads of CDs, and I bought tons off this stall. Loads of sealed stuff and loads of DVDs, and they were 3 for £1, and I did the usual, got a big stack and then got some money off. So I got money off 3 for £1, so they worked out less than 30p each. So yeah, really good stuff. Anyway, yeah, same still, same bundle, this sort of thing. This is brand new and sealed. This is a yoga class. That's on Amazon at £20. And again, this sort of yoga and meditative, is that a word? I don't know. Meditation CDs. Yeah, that's on Amazon, I think, for about a £5. I'll just whiz through these. And then they had loads of still sort of retail sealed stuff. I've listed a load of it. Etta Jones one there, I think that's listed for about £7. This was really nice. This was a different stall, and they had loads of CDs, all different random genres and a load of classical stuff, and everything was 10p. So I pretty much bought everything where the discs were in good condition, because if there's no resale value in it, I can just send them to Music Magpie and get at least 30p back. But with the classical, I'll probably bundle it up. Anyway, I'll show you that in a minute. But this Capdown album, it's the debut one, I believe, and it's the US import. And on Amazon, there were none in stock, and I've listed it at £15. So that was a great find at 10p. A sealed Miles Davis album. This was from the store where everything was 3 for £1. I've listed that not for much, I think about £4. Karine Polwart, not an artist I know. Sealed, so it's sealed, factory sealed. Listed that on Amazon for £15. Chorus Line with the retail seal on it. I've listed that for I think about £6 or £7. Joshua Bell sealed album. I can't remember what that one went on at, about 10. India Irie sealed album. Not sure what that went on at, probably about a £5. And then from the store where everything was 10p, were these. These are audiobooks. This is a really nice Ken Follett, brand new factory sealed one. And I'm the cheapest on Amazon with this at the moment at £25. And yeah, I got it for 10 pence, which was ridiculous. She also had another Ken Follett one, Hornet Flight. I've listed that on Amazon. I can't remember what it went on at, about 10 or 12 pounds, I think, if I remember rightly, that sort of money. This was nice, Wild Swans audiobook. It's got 6 discs in that one. I've listed that for, it's around 7 to 10 pounds, that sort of money. And a Dick Francis Inquiry BBC Radio Collection audiobook. I can't remember what that went on for, but good money. So yeah, all of that's on Amazon. This I've mentioned before. This is a CD issued by Q Magazine, Achtung Baby. It's a load of cover versions from the U2 album, Achtung Baby. And this you can sell on Amazon, even though it's not a barcoded item. And I've put it on for about £12 on there. So that was a nice find. I think that was a different stall for 50 pence, I think. A couple of nice Eva Cassidy ones I've stuck on Amazon, and a couple of the classical ones. This again was from the 10p, everything was 10p stall, and those were worth putting on Amazon for about the £10 mark. Yeah, so that's everything that I put straight onto Amazon. I managed to find a Wii Fit. I've got a balance board, a Wii Fit balance board up there with no battery cover and no software. I found the software for 50 pence, and also they had, which I recognised as being a Wii Fit balance board battery cover. So I got both of these for 50 pence, as in the pair for 50p. So it's absolutely fantastic. So now I've got a balance board with software, with the battery cover, with that I'll sell for around 20 odd pound. So yeah, that was amazing. I think what happens with these is people buy the rechargeable packs which have a battery cover incorporated, and then they kind of just sit these in a drawer somewhere. I think that's what's happened with this, and they happen to take it to the boot sale, and there you go, problem solved, which is fantastic. I'll run through the PC games. This was on the stall where everything was 50p, and I got a big old bundle and did quite well. Dungeon Siege, Legends of Arana, yeah. That's got the original game bundled in it as well. I've looked these up. That I'm going to list. These I'm going to all do with free shipping. $6.99. Sacred, not a particularly good seller. I'm going to go for $4.99 on that one. Diablo 2, the Lords of Destruction expansion. This sells better if you get it with the basic game as well and do a little bundle, but I'm going to go for the top end of that, which is £7. Red Alert 2, Yuri's Revenge. I was surprised that the rate these are going for these days. You can get up to £10 just for that expansion. The disc on this is a bit iffy. It's got some surface marks, which isn't that great, but I'm going to go for 7 on that anyway. These are always worth picking up. These are Warhammer Mark of Chaos. That's the game itself and the expansion pack, the Battle March expansion. I'm going to go for £20 on the pair, or you can sell them on their own for good money, but it should be a quicker sell as a pair for 20. So they were great. So yeah, 50p each, cost me about £1, but I've got some discount anyway, so less than that. And then on the same stall, oddly, there were 2 pairs of Dawn of War and Dawn of War Dark Crusade. So I picked up the 2 pairs, and I'm going to sell them as pairs for $7.99 a pair. So they were good. And then a Rise of Legends, which isn't really worth much, hardly worth bothering with. I'm going to stick it on at $5.99. So a load of PC games. Them there. And then a few more DVDs. This was the same stall as the fitness ones. The Shadow Effect. I think it's a sort of self-help thing, I think. Yeah, it's got Deepak Chopra on it. I struggled to find this online, so I'm going to try it at £10 with free shipping. 3 of these 10-minute fitness ones I picked up. I'm going to try those at £8 for the 3. These are quite nice. 2 of them are sealed. They're Pilates, quite specialist Pilates fitness ones. And I'm going to go for a tenner on the 3 of those. And these were all from that store where it's 3 for £1, so I spent very little. And a couple of men's fitness DVDs, this David Kirsch chap. Picked up 2 of those as well, and I'm going to list those at £7 for the pair. So yeah, I did pretty well with the media stuff, to be honest. And then, oh yeah, I haven't mentioned yet, somebody recognised me for the first time while I was out and about from YouTube. I think they're a couple, a husband and wife, and they've been reselling for years, and I've seen them around the boot sales, and you know, I say hi and we kind of recognise each other. But I was buying some stuff. I bought some PS1 games from their stall, and I think it was their son, little boy, suddenly says, "My mum watches you on YouTube," and I was like, "Oh my god, that's so weird." And then I stayed and had a bit of a chat with them about it. But yeah, that was really quite random. But I bought some stuff from them, not a lot. I got 4 Tomb Raider games. So Tomb Raider, where is it? 1, 2, 3, and Last Revelation, which should bundle up, and top end I'll get about £20 back for those, and those were £1 each, so I paid 4 on those. So they were nice. And I bought a load of Warhammer books from them, which aren't particularly great ones, but I'll show you those in a sec. Yeah, albums. This is the rest of the albums that I picked up on the day. The majority of these were all from that 10p stall. There's a load of classical stuff, and a load of other random bits and bobs. A couple of nice DJ Shadow albums that I got from a different stall. It's not worth me showing you what's in here, but some really great money. I should get back on those. The classical stuff, like I said, I'll probably just do a big bundle of the classical stuff for £10 to £20 and get rid of it that way. If not, I just send it to Music Magpie. And then board games, I can't go to a boot sale without picking a few up. I've never had this particular version of Scrabble, Scrabble Deluxe Edition. It should have a revolving board, but that doesn't seem to be in it. I think there's an attachment to the board that makes it spin. That's not in it. And then it's got these funky little tile racks that you're meant to have little pins in to sort of move along for your score. None of the peg things are in there. And unfortunately, it looks like they lost a few tiles over the years because they've made their own out of bits of wood. There's 2 or 3 of these in the bag, but it's not a problem. The tiles are worth as much as the board game is, if not more, to us, because we sell them off as jewellery or just as individual tiles. So this one will be parted out, but yeah, interesting addition, not one I've ever seen before. And that was £1, so I grabbed that. I grabbed this, and I kind of wished I hadn't, but I was buying these from the stall. These are really nice vintage ones. Let me take these off. So you've got touring, like a sort of automobile car game. It's an American thing by the look of it. Lexicon, word game, really nice vintage one. And Pit, this is a fantastic game if you ever get a chance to play this. It's the most simple game in the world, but it's so much fun. Nice vintage one of those. So yeah, I wanted to try and get some money off these, and I saw this, and that was on at £1, and I've sold it before, but it doesn't go for much. Randomly, sometimes they go for up to £10, so I'm going to try that anyway. I've got nothing to lose. It's just got a DVD in it, in a great big box. Anyway, I kind of said, oh, if I grab this at £1, which is what they had it up, would you do these for £1? And they went for it. So I basically got money off these. So yeah, so they were 30p each, which was cool. Oh, I didn't tell you what I'm going to price these at. £5 with shipping on top for the Pits, £5 with shipping on top for the Lexicon, And this, I struggled to find this touring game. I found a really old version, an older version of this that was sold up in the £20 plus bracket. So I'm going to go for 10. In fact, I might try 15 on it. I've got nothing to lose. I need to check all the cards in that first though. And then I picked up this graphic novel. This was 10p. It's really vintage and it's really nice. The only ones I could find were on Amazon and they were listed at £50 plus. I've no idea if that's what it's worth or if it's something special. And strangely, the couple on the stall, this older couple, the woman's brother is the artist who did this cover art. Quite a famous artist. Unfortunately, he's died now, but I had a bit of a chat with them about that. So that was quite interesting. But I need to do a bit more research in that, but I think that's quite a rare collectible thing. So that was nice. Same stall, 10p each. Really nice vintage, the Book of Alien, the film. And I'm going to try and get £10 back on that. It's got some wonderful footage of the sets and the original set designs and all of that sort of stuff. Really nice book. Same stall again for 10p. The Labyrinth photo album. Should get £10 back on this with free shipping. So that was nice. Same stall again. This was the same stall as they had all the yoga stuff and a lot of those sealed CDs. This is the Yoga Body Diet. Immaculate condition. Looks like it's barely been used. I'm going to go... I looked at it briefly on Amazon and it goes for about £7 on there. So it'll probably end up on Amazon, that one. The stall, I said that I had a chat with them about YouTube and they recognised me from YouTube. I also bought these 4 books. There's one which is Baldur's Gate Strategy Guide. I know the games sell well and I figured the strategy guide had to be worth £1. It's not great, to be honest. I should get a £5 back on it. And then I always pick these up. These Warhammer books. 2 of the same ones there, which is odd. Codex Space Marines and a Dwarves one. Not a lot of value in these. I should get £4 back roughly on each. I tried to get them for 50p, but they were £1. So anyway, that was those. And a different stall, I picked up this Warhammer rule book. I've looked it up. It's a bit of a tough sell, this one. I think there's so many out there, and it's been superseded by different editions. But it was only 50p, so I certainly won't lose out on it. The Stall Welder books were 10p. I took a chance on these because they just looked so cool. This is a really nice vintage sort of 60s, 70s helicopter book, which I'm thinking I'll probably bundle in with this nice vintage encyclopedia of helicopters. So at 10p each, it's worth a go. And this I liked the look of, so I picked it up for 10p. Beatrix Potter Country Cookery Book. And I should get £5 top end back on that, so it's worth doing. And a couple more bits. This is like I think it's for detecting where wires and pipes are in walls and the voltage in wires and stuff. It's a Black & Decker one. It was 50p, so I gave it a go. I don't know what it's worth. And for 50p I got Uno, the special edition Spider-Man. I couldn't find this anywhere on Amazon, and on eBay it was really hit and miss, but I'm going to go for £10 on that. Right, I forgot to show this as well. Yeah, it was set out in the hallway. I picked up... Oh, hello Monty, you coming in? Coming in. Oh, he doesn't want to come in. Yeah, I picked up another Kenwood for a £5. Always, whoa, throwing it around. Yeah, it's a Kenwood Gourmet, and these parts are really worth good money. The lid, the jug, the spindle on this is pretty knackered, so there's no way I'll be able to sell it as a working complete thing anyway, and they're worth more as parts. So yeah, I'll part out those, and then these blades. Anywhere sort of £5 and upwards you get back on the individual blades, and it's got 4 of those there. Is it 4? Yeah, so 4 blades, the lid and the jug at least I'll part out. I've got a load of these I need to get on with, so I'll probably do a video about that soon and get it all listed and see what sort of results I get. But yeah, that was a nice find right at the end of the boot sale for a £5. I don't know, once I've parted it out I should get 30-40 quid out of it, so nice. Right, got my hands full. Another thing I completely forgot to show you, I bought this giant Eeyore. He's really kind of cool. He's in a dressing gown, he's in immaculate condition, and I was chatting to a stallholder and she kind of talked me into it. I don't do a lot in the way of cuddly toys, but I have done Disney ones in the past and done quite well. And these large ones can be worth really good money, so I picked that up for a couple of £pounds. Yeah, so I think that's it now. I think I've managed to remember everything now. Right, I just realised I forgot about a stack of the obligatory, for me, Trivial Pursuits. So yeah, let me quickly show you these as well. Nothing great here. Yeah, they were cheap, so I grabbed them. This is the Young Players edition. I paid 50p. It's got 2 boxes of cards in, like the standard Genus one, and I'm going to sell the boxes of cards for about £5 each. So that was okay. Another one of these Trivial Pursuit for kids. Yeah, I mean, I've seen people sell these for up to £20. I sold a sealed one for £20 just before Christmas, but I want to turn this stuff over, so I'm going to put it on for a tenner. That's not a bad seller. That's quite a good one to pick up, the kids one. And that I'll sell as a complete game. I won't break that down. From the same stall at 50p, this is the modern version of the Genus edition. This is the one we all see everywhere. This is the one that's sold in the millions and millions of copies. This is the standard, like, vintage Genus edition. These were 50p each. This one I will sell as a complete game like that, and probably shoot for about £10. And these, I just sell the packs of cards. I have a permanent listing running as long as I can keep the stock in, and sell the packs at £5 a box. That's that. I do have an absolute stack of boards that I need to sell off. They do have some value, and sets of these, because whenever I split a Trivial Pursuit I end up with bags of these and loads of spare boards, and every now and again I sell them off. So yeah, I need to do that. I've got piles of them. So yeah, that's that. So that's the little bits and bobs I managed to pick up. It wasn't bad for an out-of-season boot sale. The weather was really blowy and cold, but yeah, it was what it was. But yeah, it's a shame the footage wasn't great. It was just really hard to film in there. So there you go. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. I'm sorry it's gone on so long, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye for now.